And he said they was going to let him die, and he was right. They let him die. Yeah, and I do blame them for it.
Marine veteran Danny Fuller died on May 6, 2007, when his lungs collapsed. Diagnosed with COPD, he waited 4 months for a CPAP breathing machine. His wife Diane says the Marion VA hospital approved her husband to use the machine 3 days after he died.
And as I was going up to the funeral home for the last time, I get a phone call from Marion that he got approved for his CPAP and oxygen the day I was putting him in the ground.
And now in 2014, the VA itself acknowledges that at least 23 veterans died while waiting for medical care.
We not just let them down, we've let them die. This is awful stuff. And somebody ought to be held accountable for it.
Indiana Senators Dan Coates and Joe Donnelly co-authored a letter asking VA Secretary Eric Shinseki to review VA facilities in the Hoosier State. Senator Coates is also calling for an independent investigation for local VA hospitals.
Well, I have called for an independent investigation because I think this is something that can't be done internally. We need an independent assessment of everything that's going on and then make decisions as to about how to go forward and make sure we implement those decisions.
Senator Coates is meeting with Hoosier veterans on a case-by-case basis and says feedback is both negative and positive.
We absolutely have to really rethink, I think, the whole means by which we provide care for our veterans. As I said, they ought to be at the front of the line, not the back of the line.
Some are calling on VA Secretary Eric Shinseki to resign. The House voted this past week to give the Secretary more authority to fire or demote top officials in his department.
But here's the point. This isn't about one person. This isn't the Secretary. It's about the entire system underneath him.
In a public letter online, VA Secretary Eric Shinseki is now addressing the scandal, agreeing with President Obama that he takes the allegations seriously and that they're of great personal concern. Shinseki writes, "You and your families deserve to have full faith in your VA, and we intend to earn it every day." The letter includes an overview of accomplishments at the VA, plus a number of statistics. Shinseki adds, if any allegations under review are substantiated, we will act.
And back to Diane's story. Today I reached out to a doctor here locally who works at a public hospital and asked him about these CPAP machines. How difficult are they to get a hold of? And he told me that if you're trying to get them through a public hospital, it's more than likely you're going to get it a lot sooner than 4 months. And of course, we're going to keep following this story and stay in touch with Senator Dan Coates and also Joe Donnelly to make sure to see if they're going to start a statewide independent investigation on this hospital scandal. Back to you, Dan.
Yeah, waiting 4 months for something in a public hospital you can get possibly in a few days or a couple of weeks.